here are the bets that, specifically using BetMGM odds, that Vegas is going to be rooting against. First one, RJ Choppy.
All right.
MVP, Jalen Hurts. Says it's close between Hurts and Mahomes. Mahomes has more money bet on him, 15% to win MVP, but Hurts, 14%, has the most tickets and longer odds. Mahomes is plus 700 to win MVP. Hurts is plus 1,100, so Hurts represents the bigger liability at BetMGM. Hurts was in the middle of the MVP race last season before he suffered a late season injury. Mahomes went on to win the award. Hurts might have won had he not gotten hurt. Then he was amazing in a Super Bowl loss. It's no surprise that plenty of bettors are backing Hurts. So is that one you think Vegas is actively rooting against, is we cannot have Jalen Hurts be the MVP of the league?
Yeah, they generally will. They're going to root against Mahomes, too, because they're going to have a lot of liability with Mahomes as well. But, I mean, look, they don't have to worry that much. Jalen Hurts isn't going to win the MVP.
Because he's not very good.
Why not?
It's not that he's not very good. It's just, generally speaking, well, just take it for this example. The last quarterback who lost a Super Bowl and also made it back to another Super Bowl was Jim Kelly. Not even the next year, just period, at any point in their career.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean that he can't win an MVP, no. But generally the MVP is like a Super Bowl favorite.
Which they are.
Which they are. So, there's no doubt. But I would bet against it.
Here's the problem. The Eagles started off what last year? Who remembers?
10 or 11-0?
8. They started 8-0. Listen to the start of the schedule this year.
Oh, yeah.
At New England, Vikings at home, at Tampa, Commanders at home, at the Rams, before they go to the Jets. That is a lot of cake in the first 5 weeks. That is a runway to a fast start. At New England, Vikings at home, at Tampa, Commanders at home, at the Rams. I don't like that.
That is very easy.
I do not like that. And then 3 of their next 4 is tough. At the Jets, Dolphins, Commanders, Cowboys. Then they get Kansas City, Buffalo, San Fran, Dallas. The middle of their schedule is a gauntlet, but the beginning is easy.
You also got to remember, though, like I said, it all comes back to Jalen Hurts just isn't very good, so they don't have to worry about him winning MVP.
When you say
He's a bad football player.
That, you kind of discredit.
We got other things. We just got to leave it there. We got to leave it there at Jalen Hurts is awful, Sean.
All right, I think it's time to double down. You're gonna make me do this. God, you're gonna make me root for Jalen Hurts. Yes. I'm gonna freaking hate your guts.
Just like you rooted for them in the Super Bowl.
We're gonna have I rooted for them
or the NFC title game.
Get to the Super Bowl because I wanted those losers in San Francisco with their crappy, overrated city that's getting exposed week by week, month by month to suffer, along with Christian McCaffrey's mom. But I'm gonna have to make another Jalen Hurts bet with you. It's gonna have to get ugly. I'm gonna have to take you out twice with QB bets this upcoming year.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna have to set a standard for Hurts. I do have a doubt. I do have doubt that he's great, but I know I could get you in a bet because you'll go all the way to the one side to prove your point.
Oh, yeah. I lost a lot of money about 7 years ago digging in on a bet. It was digging on, I don't even remember. It was like on DeMarcus Lawrence or something and how many sacks he would have. And I dug into a point I didn't even believe because somebody kept pushing me. Yep, pretty much. Offensive player of the year. The player that Vegas is rooting against is CeeDee Lamb.
Wow.
It says Cincinnati Bengals receiver Jamar Chase is a popular bet among people right now. He has the most bets in the offensive player of the year market. He's a fine play at plus 1,300. He and Justin Jefferson are co-favorites. But CeeDee Lamb is a big name on a popular team at more than twice the odds of the favorite. Lamb, the Cowboys star receiver, is plus 3,000 to win Offensive Player of the Year, and he is the biggest liability for Vegas right now. Lamb is one of a handful of receivers going in the first round of most fantasy football drafts, and he has the ability to put up. Say that
last part again?
He is one of a handful of receivers going in the first round of most fantasy drafts, and has the ability to put up the kind of stats that get him in the Offensive Player of the Year race. It's an interesting bet, one that plenty of people have made already. You like odds of plus 3,000 on CD?
I do. 30-1. It's pretty good, man. Pretty good odds.
For a guy that put up really good numbers last year and may thrive in this offense.
But don't bet it because of one man.
Dak Prescott?
No.
Mike McCarthy?
Yes. Yeah. Run the ball, pound the rock.
They're not. You see,
I want to run the damn football.
You're not buying it? You're not buying it, RJ?
They already ran the ball on first down an inordinate amount of times last year. They're not gonna run more. They were not.
They won 12 games with it.
I know, but they already weren't a pass-heavy team last year. In neutral game situations, they were mid-pack in passing.
And they're talking about running it more.
So they're going to be bottom third in pass attempts in neutral game situations? I would be surprised.
Sounds like it.
I'm just telling you what the coach is saying.
Yeah, I think like this, but this is
he fired the shot at Kellen Moore on the way out. He's been talking about it for a while. I mean, this is what they're saying.
My assumption is they'll be around the same this year as last year. They'll be mid-pack in neutral game situations with throwing the ball. This is why I've never cared what coaches or GM. Like we always had this debate with Fish. Well, this is what the Cowboys are saying. I was like, yeah, but they're lying to you. Like that, they're just saying this.
That's just about injuries.
Yeah. Like, well, that's what they're saying. Yeah, I know, but we know they're lying, and I don't believe Mike in this.
Defensive Player of the Year liability, Aiden Hutchinson from the Detroit Lions. Detroit fans love betting on their teams. That has to be one reason Detroit Lions second-year defensive end Hutchinson is the most popular bet to win Defensive Player of the Year right now. Among all the money bet on the award, 18.7% at BetMGM is on Hutchinson. At 20-1, he is a huge liability for BetMGM.
What did you say about Lions fans betting?
Says that Lions fans love betting on their teams. Apparently, they are known to place a lot of money on their guys.
I would love to get a top 5 list of that. The NFL or sports cities that bet the most, because it always feels like Chicago, it always feels like San Francisco, and now they're saying Detroit is a heavy betting city. That's interesting.
So when I was doing the BetQL show, outside of Vegas, Detroit was the number one market.
Wow,
yeah, Detroit's amazing for betting.
I thought they didn't have any money.
Michigan does. Detroit may not, but Michigan does, right?
It's the Gaylord.
Gaylord, Michigan does.
Gaylord, Michigan, man. GaylordGolfBet.com. But yeah, like the Lions are one of the most. I think they are the most bet team in terms of betting on the over. They've got the most liability. Vegas does against the Lions on the over.
Wow.
Which I honestly, I think the smart bet might be the under, just because it's a 9.5, 10. It's very, very high.
This feels like a great value play.
I felt like your voice cracked.
This feels like a great value play. Comeback Player of the Year, the biggest liability, Russell Wilson. Says it's a tough award to define, but Wilson's case is easy to figure out. He was bad last season. If he rebounds for the Broncos and new coach Sean Payton, then it will get a lot of attention. At BetMGM, 33% of the money on Comeback Player of the Year is on Wilson, who is plus 2,500. So 25-1 odds for Russell Wilson. Now, any guess at who the favorite for the award is at minus 300?
Rodgers?
It feels like one they're going to just hand over, to be honest.
Rodgers?
Think an Alex Smith. Think an Alex Smith type of winner.
All right, so who really got hurt? Who got their legs snapped?
Worse than that.
Oh, Damar Hamlin.
Well, he's not going to win it.
If he shows up on the field, he wins the award, I think.
Yeah, if he plays a snap, he will win the award.
Coach of the Year liability.
I'd give him the award. If he played a single snap, I'd give him the award. But then again, that means that the award is not given to who played the best in a comeback. It's who came back from the worst injury.
Coach of the Year liability.
Was Damar Hamlin a starter?
Yes. Okay. Coach of the Year liability, Dan Campbell. Again, we just talked about Detroit being a big betting city. He's the Coach of the Year favorite at plus 900, and he's getting 35% of the money. Wow. Bet on him right now. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bijan Robinson, another huge liability for BetMGM. He's getting more than a third of the money, 36.2% on him. So even at a short plus 275 favorite, big liability for them.
He's also getting a lot of the literal money, as I saw his deal compared to a lot of other. Here it is. He'll make 13.7 in total cash this year, which is the most of any running back in the league. No running back is even within 1.5 million of his grand total. Josh Jacobs is trying to hold out, led the league in rushing, will make over $3.5 million less in total cash. Wow. Derrick Henry will make over $3.2 million less in total cash.
Wow.
How about that?
Don't you think Bryce Young should be the favorite for that?
Well, it's going to be easier for Bijan to have success than Bryce.
Right.
If Bryce has more success, yes, you're right. But for a rookie running back,
yeah, you're right.
Think
about running back should hit the ground running.
Think about the offense that
he's Barry Sanders.
Well, he is that, and think about the offense that Arthur Smith has run that got him a head coaching job coming from Tennessee. Like he absolutely will want to use Bijan Robinson in a big way. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year. Oh, hey, look, it's another Detroit Lion that is a liability for them. It's Lions linebacker Jack Campbell. The first-round pick is going to start right away. He is plus 2,000 to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's tied for the 9th best odds. Among the last 10 winners, only one was an off-ball linebacker. Campbell doesn't stand out as an obvious, sharp, long shot play, but don't tell that to Detroit Lions fans. We're putting a lot of money on Jack Campbell.
Why is Jordan Spieth a traitor?
Jordan Spieth is a traitor because he has gotten in bed with the San Francisco 49ers. So Jordan Spieth and fellow golfer Justin Thomas have bought shares in the 49ers group that is in the process of taking over English football club Leeds United. The group 49ers Enterprise, the investment arm of the NFL San Francisco 49ers, has been a shareholder in Leeds since its initial investment in May 2018. Last month, Leeds owner reached an agreement to sell his stake in the club to 49ers Enterprises. Give some quotes there from Leeds, but then you jump down there and Jordan Spieth's quote about it was, "It's done. Myself and Justin with a minority stake. The 49ers beat my Cowboys every year, so if you can't beat them, join them."
Ooh, that's
a traitor line.
That stings.
It's a traitor line. Jordan Spieth, he has now been excommunicated from Dallas Cowboys, from Texas Longhorns. You're done.